Alafia, everyone. I have so much to talk to you about today. The information that I'm about to share with you is probably going to go against so much of what you have learned up until this point. The information I'm about to share with you is probably going to change the way that you see everything. And because of that change, your business is about to blow up. I'm going to share with you 3 essential core laws, beliefs, and practices that if you implement, things will truly begin to change for you. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Ifákóredé, and I initiate people into their next unfolding, open their roads, and help visionaries create a new earth. Go to my bio if you want to learn more about what I've been doing for the past 7 years of my business. Oh my goodness, this is gonna shake a lot of tables, and I already know this might trigger a lot of people, but someone has to say it. There's 3 things that I'm gonna share with you. Each one of these is extremely important, okay? Now, I'm just gonna open up with the biggest one and share with you the one that is going to be the most revolutionary in this video, and then we'll get to the other 2 that are really going to be supplementary and I would say equally as revolutionary, to be honest. Number 1, where people get wrong is being consistent for consistence sake. When you decide to live a purpose-filled life, as in you know exactly what you came here to do, you know exactly what your passion is. You know exactly what you can do that nobody else can do. What happens energetically when you start to move forward with your purpose is that you sign a contract with the universe. You sign a contract with the divine. You sign a contract with God. Okay? Now, if you are triggered by me even saying the word God, please sign up for Hidden Divinity. You already know where it is. Decolonize your relationship with God so you can stop thinking that it's some man in the sky with a beard telling you what you can and cannot do. When you step forward with your purpose, you are signing a contract with God. And you're saying, hey, I recognize the divinity that you have placed on me. I recognize the way that you have decided to express yourself through me. Now, in my spiritual practice, which is the Sodé tradition of Ifa, we believe that essentially your destiny is something that your higher self makes with Olodumare, with God. It is our life purpose to fulfill that destiny. When you decide to say yes to your destiny and say no to the mundane life that so many of us think that we have to choose, you literally sign a contract with God. And what that contract really makes you do, it moves you into a state of surrender. Now, this is where a lot of people get tripped up and a lot of people get confused. You think that just because you have a vision right now, you got an idea right now of what you're supposed to be doing, you think that's the end. Maybe you even got a title and you think, yes, this title is what I am creating in this world. You think that's the end, right? Oh, I'm a this, I'm a that, whatever. You think that's your purpose. Your purpose is an energy, not a title. Similarly, I'm going to bring Ifa into this one more time. Similarly, when you get your hand in Ifa, you receive your Odu, which is the energetic signature of your destiny. Even your Odu is a word that is a combination of 2 primary Odus. But in that Odu, even though it's a word, there is so many different aspects of that one Odu. Okay, now even if you're not interested in Ifa, I hope that you're following me here. And so in that same way, you can think that your purpose is one thing, one title, one specific thing, but in reality, there's an entire energetic spectrum around that purpose. And why is this important, you may ask me? I'm about to tell you. It's because when you get too caught up, too tight with that title, what ends up happening is you stop being malleable. You stop flowing. You stop being open and receptive to the divine's guidance. Because you think, hey, I had a dream. I have a specific thing that I know I came here to do, okay? And I'm gonna do it. When in reality, many times the divine will give us a destination knowing that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey that is going to change us and evolve us all throughout the process. And shit, maybe the destination may even change. But sometimes the divine places something on our spirits, on our Ori, on our higher self, and moves us and molds us as we're moving to that destination. Whole time when you get to that destination, it was nothing like what you thought it would be. But sometimes the divine has to place a vision on your spirit so that you can start to move But the issue that I see, and this is where I'm going to start to contradict a lot of spiritualists, even I saw a thing yesterday, you guys, and I have to tell y'all the truth. As someone who's made multiple six figures in my business, I have to tell you the truth. The key here, when you are being a business owner working your purpose, it's not to be consistent for the sake of consistency. The key here is to be malleable to the direction that spirit wants you to go. Now, hear me out. Listen for a moment. Don't click out. If you have been given a vision of what exactly you're supposed to do, and you keep going on, you keep fulfilling this path over and over, and you go, and it stops working. You're going to go on the internet right now. You're going to go on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and there's going to be a plethora of people say, keep going. I challenge that. Repeat results, not processes. And so what that means is when something stops working, you need to stop and reevaluate and ask yourself, is what is in front of me, is this just requiring hard work, or is this a misalignment at this moment in time? Knowing that just because it's a misalignment now doesn't mean it was a misalignment when you started. I need you to stay with me here, okay? Clearly, I'm very passionate about this. So the way to tell the difference between hard work and misalignment is when you're showing up with something and you stop because it's not working anymore, right? And then you stop and you sit and ask, is the thing in front of me, is it requiring me to be something else? Is it requiring me to do something that doesn't feel in alignment with me? Is it requiring me to shift or move or mold myself into a different person? That's misalignment, right? Or is the thing that is in front of me, is it requiring me to sharpen my skills? Is it requiring me to step out of my ego just a little bit? Is it requiring me to be more in surrender and put myself out there more? Maybe it's requiring me to sharpen my discipline. Maybe it's requiring me to sharpen my devotion. Now, the thing that you need to be really, really honest with yourself about here is the thing that is no longer working, is it out of alignment, or is it just requiring more hard work? I'm gonna give you a quick example. I stopped doing readings over a year ago. There's a couple reasons why I stopped doing readings, but I started realizing on top of the hundreds of millions of fake pages, all these fake pages started going up, all these things started happening as I was trying to move forward with just doing readings. And then I started realizing, wait, I'm trying to push forward on something that I'm not even really passionate about anymore, because to be honest, I'm getting really tired of seeing people come here with the same question every month. It's frustrating. I want to actually help you change your life. I'm actually here to help you change your life. On top of all these things, a lot of other things that happened in my life, I got, obviously I got my hand in Ifa, all these other kind of things. They told me a lot of insight about my destiny path and about how I need to put the reading down. Because most people who get the readings, they honestly don't want to do the work unless they're getting readings from a specific person or a spiritual system that emphasizes the work as equally as they emphasize the message. I had to realize that me trying to push forward on something like that was out of alignment with who I now have become. And I put that shit down, and I've been so happy ever since. Ciao. But that's a very easy example for you to see, okay, I could have listened to everybody on the internet and just kept being consistent, and that was gonna get me nowhere fast. You need to understand that when you make a contract with the divine, when you make a contract to fulfill your purpose, you're not making a contract to a specific vision. You're making a contract to consistently and at the most authentic frequency be able to express divinity within you on a day-to-day basis. That means that many times how you express your purpose is going to change. It's not going to stay the same. As you continue to grow, as you continue to be watered by spirit, as spirit continues to sign off on every check, sign off on every opportunity, sign off on everything that you do, you'll continue to grow as a person who is even more and more and more an embodiment of your Ori, your higher self. And so where people get wrong is they go on the internet and they see everybody telling you to be consistent. And I beg you this question, is it misalignment that you're facing? Or is it hard work? And that's the way to understand if you should really be consistent. This is a very, very, very important thing. You need to be able to be malleable. You need to be able to understand what things are changing and moving in your environment and flow with the changes. Stop being so attached to one way that you think that you're supposed to come in this earth and do it. that you're supposed to come in this earth and express your purpose. You need to understand that sometimes we cling on. I wish I could put my mic down. Actually, I think I can. Hold on. Be patient with me. Thank you. We clinging on. We clinging on. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I'm holding on so tight. I'm holding on to this vision so tight. I'm holding on to this plan so tight. How? Answer me this. How is spirit supposed to bless you? How is the divine supposed to bless you if you holding on to everything so tight? Your energy so wound up. Well, I have this one vision. I have this one thing. Yes. And maybe that vision was supposed to lead you to exactly where you at now. So how are you going to move and shift and change with the times? How are you going to move and shift and change as the new person that you are right now? Stop being so tight. Stop holding everything so tight. Allow yourself to be malleable. And if you don't know, if you feel like, okay, this is a misalignment, I don't really feel aligned with this anymore, I don't feel fully in resonance with this anymore, you have to sit down and say, this is where you say, God, Spirit, Divine, Oludumare, I'm releasing the resistance. I'm setting my ego down. I'm setting all these things down, and I am open and receptive. Sometimes it just takes a good 3 days, 3 nights. Get you a little fast going, get you a little prayer going, get you a little meditation going, and go within stillness. And allow the divine to show you the next level for you, the next steps for you. Where people get wrong is being consistent for consistence sake. I see people now, right now, in my industry who I love, who are repeating this mistake over and over and over again. And I'm gonna say another thing too. A lot of people are probably not gonna like this. And I love my people of color, but we're the main ones who do this all the time. People are scared to learn something new. We are scared to learn something new. We say we wanna support another black business or another black person all day. But when that black person has a skill like marketing, when that black person has a skill like creating funnels or doing this or doing that or video editing, you don't want to pay them. You think you can do it all yourself. You're not really in community with people. You say you're supporting, but all that you're doing is ingesting all their free content. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself and learn something new so that you can have another tool in your toolbox. I see, especially black spiritualists, by far the worst culprits of this. Never want to learn nothing new. Never want to implement some more masculine energy and learn about email marketing or learn about funnels. They don't want to learn none of that because they think that they could just be consistent. You cannot keep being consistent for consistence sake, my love. Repeat results, not processes. This is so important. Now, I want to tell you the second thing that can change the way that you see everything. My father always said, trust but verify. As in, you listen to the advice of everybody. You say, okay, I believe you, Dr. So-and-so. I believe you, Mr., Mrs., Miss So-and-so, right? You listen to the advice of everybody, but then you verify if it's actually true. And I want to add another level onto that. Trust but verify, but actually this rule comes first. Do not take advice from anybody you would not trade places with. Hold on, I know somebody in the audience trigger right now. Stay with that trigger, okay? I know you're not used to a spiritualist with this rah-rah energy. Okay, reminder, I'm a travel goon. I can't help it. It doesn't matter where you're at in your business. It doesn't matter where you're at in your life. Even if you're someone, let's say you're 21 and you're just getting your bearings and you're getting your new apartment and you're moving forward with your dating life and then you're starting your new job. You don't even have to be a business owner. If you are listening to the advice, I'm gonna say this, and you love your parents. I know you love your parents. I know I love my parents, flawed as they may be. But if my parent is trying to give me, let's try to put this equation together. If my parent is trying to give me advice, and then I look at their romantic history, and I ask myself, would I want to trade places with this parent? Would I want to trade places with this person who's giving me this advice? Well, let me see. Would I want to experience? So then why are we pedestalizing the advice of people who we would not trade places with? And this is very, very relevant to business. Whoever is giving you business advice, I don't want you to just look at their results. I want you to look at the whole aspect? Do they seem stressed? Do they seem in flow? Do they seem in ease? Are they having the experiences that you may want to have, like freedom? They're traveling, they're able to teach workshops, whatever the case is. They're doing the things that you want to do. Are they doing that? Or do you feel something that I don't think I'd really want that? I need you to put your emotions on the side for just a moment here. And I want you to start to use your logic. Would I trade places with the person who I'm receiving advice from? When they are giving you advice, say they're trying to give you advice about peace. Are they peaceful? Say they're trying to give you advice about love. Is their life and relationships, are their relationships an embodiment of the love that they speak about? Say they're trying to give you advice about business. Are they hitting the goals that you want to hit and beyond? When you realize that, you can stop making other people's mistakes. Advice number 1 is to be malleable and always follow your excitement principle. Always allow yourself to be flexible, understanding that the divine, when you really put your purpose in motion, you decide to live in your purpose, the divine is going to guide you. The question is, are you open and receptive enough to really listen to the guidance of the divine, knowing that guidance of the divine will lead you to where you need to go? Listening to your intuition, listening to your excitement, knowing that the excitement principle is the organizing principle of synchronicity. That's number 1 and number 2. Number 3, I need you to make a promise with me here. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, get your typing fingers out, because we about to do the comment conversation like we always do. I need you to make a promise with me here. I need you to make a promise with me here to have the audacity. I need you to make a promise with me here to have the audacity. Okay, now what does that mean? That means, my love, that you do things with your fear in your back pocket. Okay? You do things with the fear. Sure, right? One of my favorite, I'm gonna talk about my dad one more time. One of my favorite things he does when he disagrees with you, but he just wants you to get your point out and basically shut the fuck up. He says, sure, right. Sure. You so scared, right? You're so scared of putting yourself out there. You're so scared of doing your business. You're so scared of, really stepping into your full power as, the person who is living in their purpose. Sure. You're so scared. You're so scared of people judging you. Sure. 100%. Now still do it. Right. Now still do it. Okay, sure. Now still do it. Stop. You letting your fear get in the way of so much. Imagine if you started in the moment that you said you was gonna start. Imagine if you started in the moment you said you was gonna start. Your fear is still controlling. You're being possessed by your fear. You guys know I'm writing Black Moon, which is gonna be the best shadow work workbook ever written. We're gonna be talking about shadow possession in that workbook. Your fear starts speaking, yes, you're right, sure, and I'm still gonna do it. I want you to actually do that as a practice. I mean, sure. When everything starts to come up, I'm scared of being judged. Sure. Yeah, I might be judged. Yes, okay, cool. And I'm gonna keep going. Sure. Right? And that way, we're not pushing against it. And that way, we're still remaining in our authenticity. In that way, we're saying yes. We're saying yes to all of the fears that we have. We're saying yes to all that the universe, all the things the universe can throw at me. And we're saying yes also simultaneously to the power that we have within. Sure. Put it in the comments. Sure. Okay. But I need you to commit, and this is where the comment conversation comes in. I need you to commit to the audacity, to still go forward on your journey with your fear. Maybe your fear is still in your back pocket. Maybe your fear is still in your back pocket. That's fine. I need you to understand that if what you're doing doesn't scare you, then maybe you're not thinking big enough. If what you're doing and what you're dreaming and what you're calling in doesn't scare you a little bit, then you're not thinking big enough. So I want you to, say yes to the fear, yes. Sure. Right, 100%. Okay. And that's the end of the story. I'm gonna tell you something too, and this is gonna be a little bit of harsh truth, but there's way too many spiritual people out here who think that money, knock on your door. Money, here's money. Yes, 100%, you can manifest money. But if you wanna manifest the money that has your name on it, if you want to manifest the blessings that have your name on it, I'm talking about unlimited abundance, knowing that unlimited abundance is only going to grow what you already have within and allow you to be a blessing in other people's life, if you're ready for that, it's time for you to quit saying yes to the things that you know are not in alignment with you. You had a job that you don't like. You had a place, you conform so much. You put that inner guidance system, you suppressed it for so long. Baby, we are in the age of Aquarius. Back in the age of Pisces, and this is exactly why your parents are where they are, possibly. Back in the age of Pisces, you can get away with that, right? We can get away with the illusion that we're happy. People got away with the illusion that they're happy. People got away with the illusion of, oh yeah, this is the job that I want. You're saying that you want it, but you know, deep down, you don't really enjoy it. That's not your passion. Your passion is not to be a meter maid, right? And maybe for some people that it is, but for the people that it's not, you know that that's not your passion. And we have shifted into the age of Aquarius. And so what that means is there's an inner revolution that's happening within all of us. You wondering why am I getting laid off? Why is my corporate job, why all of a sudden they laid all these people off? Babe, you thought that you was about to reincarnate, experience this age of Aquarius and not be aligned with your truth? Knowing damn well that corporate job was not for you to begin with? I need you to make sense of it for me. And when you sign a contract with God, when you sign a contract with the divine, what ends up happening is that you have to surrender. You have to say yes. You have to move forward knowing that the divine is going to bless you, but you have to keep your faith. And you have to say sure to your fear, and you have to keep going. And as you keep going, you'll realize that you feel more and more and more alive. And if your nervous system has been programmed to associate feeling alive and feeling fully in your body with fear and the unknown, and something bad is about to happen, I need you to just sit with that as that feeling comes over you and observe it. Go back to the video, How to Trust Yourself Again. I just posted it. I need you to go back or I need you to really listen and observe the feeling that's coming up. And I need you to understand that there's two types of people in this world. There's people who actively live their lives, and there's people who passively live their lives. And for many of us in this age of Aquarius, we literally cannot afford to live our lives passively anymore. Maybe our parents could. They existed in that age of Pisces for a lot longer than we have. But now that we're in the age of Aquarius, we literally have to listen to the inner revolution that is happening of the heart, of the higher self, of the Ori, of the crown. We have to listen. I need you to say yes to yourself. I need you to have the audacity, babe. Because at the end of the day, the people who are going to be the happiest at the very end of the road are the people who just fucking tried. I need you to ask yourself, are you ready to live your life actively or passively? Because also when we go back to this piece about consistency, many times we're just consistent because that's all we know, not because that's actually what we're supposed to be doing. So I hope this video helped you. I was not planning on making another video today. I'm already dressed in my workout outfit, y'all. If you ever wonder why I wear these little workout jackets all the time, it's literally because I have boot camp twice a week and I have hot yoga 4 times a week. And so that's what I be doing every day outside of my work with my clients and writing and all that kind of stuff and filming and all the kind of things, y'all. But what does audacity look like for you? If you made it all the way to the end of this video, put an angel emoji and make your contract. Adabo.